With convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how you must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot. Welcome back, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back, indeed. It is Monday, December 28th, 2020. On this day in 1836, Spain officially recognized Mexico's independence. Hey, you know why people from Mexico are surprised to find decent tattoo parlors in Spain?
Why is that?
Because no one expects the Spanish ink precision. Whether you meant to or not, you are listening to That'll Learn Ya with me, Michael Buster McMahon. I am the host, Michael Buster McMahon, and my wife always says I never listen to her. Or something like that. I don't know what she says half the time. And they say the best things in life are free, which is why we probably have to pay my pal and producer, Peter Cole. Say hello, Peter.
Hey! Hello, Peter.
Today on the show, cool stories and great songs. Plus, if we have time, we'll discuss how a department store in Cumberland, Rhode Island, inspired the founders of Kmart and Walmart in their designs and policies.
Come on, man.
But we probably won't have time for that. So join us, and remember, never argue at the dinner table, for the argument will be won by the person who is the least hungriest.
Good point.
So, were you able to surprise your girlfriend with her gift?
I was.
Because I don't know if you realize what you did last week. A couple listeners listened. You left the microphone on in your studio there. So when the show was over, you and we got together and we were chatting about what we were doing for Christmas presents for our significant others, and the entire audience heard what we were doing.
Did Karen find out?
Karen did not find out. My mother heard. Some other people heard. And apparently the audience, anybody who was tuned in, they know the plot.
Did we say anything bad?
They knew the plot to my new play, too, because I was telling you the plot of the new play.
Well, that's good. Did you get some feedback on it?
Just that people heard, so I don't know.
Okay.
So So just
these things that
you need a light in there when
in 7 years, things occasionally happen.
You need the light on in there that hey, mic's on or something.
Yeah, I don't know how to hook that up with this board.
Okay.
It's not made to be a broadcast board per se. It's made to be a general utility board, and I don't think it has a tally function.
So was that on all things, like all TV stations, the Agawam, Westfield, and Southwick TV stations?
Agawam probably cut us off.
Okay.
Did they hear it on the radio or on the stream?
I believe it was one of the streams. It might have been the Westfield stream.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Okay.
But that cuts us off at a certain point, too.
Okay. All right.
Like 10:05, I think it cuts us off.
Cool. All right. Well, hello, Agawam and Southwick, the town Connecticut didn't want, as well as our loyal listeners who've been here since day one in Westfield.
Yes.
I love my three-town empire.
Let's make sure
media empire.
Make sure. Yeah, you're on in Agawam. I can check that one.
Okay. You can't check Southwick?
No.
Okay.
Well, because Agawam feeds me. I can take Agawam at will because we have a setup where he sends me his stream and I send him my stream.
Gotcha.
And so I can pop it up and look at it and make sure you're on there.
I'm from Agawam.
I know. That's why you're on.
That's why I'm in Agawam. That's why I qualify. I grew up. I've grown up in Hamden, and I've lived in Chicopee, so I don't know if those towns want to get on board. And I am a future resident of Las Vegas, Nevada. So if Las Vegas, Nevada wants to pick me up.
See, I'm Springfield
cool
and Chicopee, too.
Okay.
I'm Springfield, then Chicopee, then here in Greater Westfield.
I've lived in a bunch of places. I've lived in Ludlow. Whenever the rent's due, I would just move, pretty much.
You're a nomad, is what you're saying.
Not anymore. No, I've settled down. I have roots in Agawam. I'm a pillar of the community now.
You're something of the community.
I am something. I am the. That's why I always love that old Top Cat joke when he was pretending to be an Eskimo.
Yes.
Which I guess you're not allowed to say that anymore. But in this episode, people were like, "Oh, you're an Eskimo," because he was pulling some scam. And he goes, "Yeah, my father was the Nook of the North." And they go, "Well, you don't look like one." He's like, "Well, that's because my mother was the Schnook of the South."
Oh boy.
I love Top Cat.
Oh boy.
One of the most underrated Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Top Cat. Well, this isn't what we do. We don't just gab. But if you are listening in Southwick, we should have like Southwick Day. Have people call. What's the number?
642-9039.
Say it slow.
642
642
90
39.
39.
That sounds familiar. All right, so people can call.
I would because you should because it's the number.
Okay, it sounds familiar to me. 746. I can't remember my old radio station number. 13 something. 1450. No, yeah, it's probably 1450, right? That was our.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 1450. That was the last four numbers because it was on. That was the station we were on. This isn't what we do. You know that if you're unless you're new to the show, you think maybe we just gab the whole show. We don't. We play music. We play cool songs, and every single week, what do, Peter? What do we guarantee the listening audience?
What do you mean? What do we guarantee?
There's a guarantee that we give every single week.
Oh yes, we play Massachusetts too.
You will always hear some song from a Bay Stater as a loyalty to our three towns in the Bay State.
We've never played any NRBQ.
I believe we have not. No, maybe we should.
Maybe we should look into that.
Yeah,
since they're a local band.
Yeah, we've done that because we've used Max Tone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is of course Donna Summer. Hopefully you realize that she's one of ours. We need to have like a Massachusetts Hall of Fame. You know, a lot of people don't realize Kurt Russell was born in Springfield, Massachusetts.
I knew that.
You knew that, but I think a lot of people don't know. I found out like 5 years ago and was surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You ever see Midnight Run?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, my God, that's a great movie. The Rival Bounty Hunter. Okay, Marvin Dorfler, I think was his name. Dorfler, right?
Okay.
I think he's from West Springfield. So there could be a possibility somebody related to Marvin is listening to the show right now. There you go. That'd be kind of cool. If you are, give us a buzz. I would love to find out what he's up to nowadays. Hopefully he's still alive. Anyway, changing the subject. Donna Summer. Now, according to the person who co-wrote and co-produced the song, well, he's claiming to be a writer and co-producer, but he kind of got squeezed out of the final, put together. So he kind of lost some of his credit. But he says that when they came up with the song, he sang it on a cassette tape, and he wanted to play it for Donna Summer, and she didn't want to hear it. So she went in the bathroom, and I guess they somehow barricaded the door so she couldn't get out. And the only way they would let her out was if she heard the song. I guess that's an effective...
Is this song?
Yes, I guess it's an effective way of doing it.
Wow.
But I guess she either said she liked it so she could get out of the bathroom. I think the agreement was she just had to hear the song. and then she could get out of the bathroom. And apparently she liked it, and they changed it a lot, and it became a pretty big hit. Here's Last Dance, 89.5 WSKB.
So let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance tonight. Let's dance for love. Yes, it's my last dance for romance tonight. Oh, I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, to hold me, to scold me, 'cause when I'm bad, I'm so bad. So let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance tonight.
Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Tonight, WHK's Radar Weather Eye spotlights the weather ahead for Maple Heights and Cleveland Heights and all the HK cousins out and about in North Olmsted. Hey, it's going to be clear and cold tonight, low 10 to 15 degrees. And tomorrow, sunny and warmer, if you can call 45 degrees warmer. Currently, it's 28 degrees in the phonometer in the Funshine at wonderful, wonderful WHK.
When you just give love and never get love, you'd better let love depart. I know it's so, and I can't get you out of my heart. You made me leave my happy home. You took my love and now you've gone. Since I fell for you, love brings such misery and pain. I guess I'll never be the same since I fell for you. Well, it's too bad and it's too sad, but I'm in love with you. You love me, then you snub me. But what can I do? I'm still in love with you. Well, I guess I'll never see the light. I get the blues most every night since I fell for you. Since I fell for you.
Lenny Welch. And this is kind of cool. Now, Neil Sedaka wrote that, and he actually recorded it, and it didn't really go anywhere. And Lenny Welch took it and kind of rearranged it and kind of did it the way he just did it there. In fact, Neil Sedaka liked it so much, Neil Sedaka re-released the song in the way Lenny Welch did it, and it became a hit for Neil Sedaka.
Okay.
Pretty cool. So Lenny Welch should have been involved in the writing process, probably, since he obviously had good ideas about how to take care of the song.
That's performance.
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, the fact that
That's not writing.
that the
That's performance or producing.
well, I mean,
he could have given a producer credit.
maybe he slowed it down. I mean, maybe the original was faster or whatever, or in a different key. But I think it's kind of cool that Neil Sedaka said, you know what, I'm going to sing it now the way that guy sang it. Pretty cool.
All right.
So Richie Blackmore feels that he has the right to criticize other musicians, that they're all crap. You know why?
Why is that?
Because Richie Blackmore thinks his music is crap, and that all of this music that they do is a joke compared to what classical musicians did. It's an interesting theory, I suppose.
Okay.
He can't convince me otherwise, though, that this song that he did was his band Rainbow isn't fantastic. We used to play this song a lot. We haven't played it in a while. Here's Since You've Been Gone, 89.5 WSKB.
I get the same old dreams, same time every night. Fall to the ground and I wake up. So I get out of bed, put on my shoes and
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Need I say I love you? Need I say I care? Need I say that emotions are something we don't share? I don't want to be sitting here trying to deceive you, 'cause you know, baby, that I don't wanna go. We cannot live together, we cannot live apart. And that's the situation. I've known it from the start. Every time that I look at you, well, I can see the future. 'Cause you know, babe, that I don't wanna go. Just throwing it all away, throwing it all away. Is there nothing that I can say to make you change your mind? I watch the world go round and round and see mine turning upside down. Throwing it all away. Now who will light up the darkness? Who will hold your hand? Who will find you the answers when you don't understand? Why should I have to be the one who has to convince you? 'Cause you know, baby, that I don't wanna go. Someday you'll be sorry. Someday when you're free, memories will remind you that our love was meant to be. But late at night when you call my name, the only sound you'll hear is the sound of your voice calling, calling after me. Just throwing it all away, throwing it all away. And there's nothing that I can say. We're throwing it all away. Yes, we're throwing it all away. Yes, we're throwing it all away.
Genesis. It was really, I mean, obviously there have been some albums since Invisible Touch came out in 1986 for me that I was excited to say, oh, I got to go get that. But I remember that was the last one I remember, like, being there on, like, the first day it came out. Like, Invisible Touch, going to the record store after work. I'm like,
remember buying that album, yeah.
I've got to pick up that album.
I wasn't that feverish about it, but I remember buying it.
I remember I said, oh, I gotta get this. The Genesis album, Invisible Touch. I think.
I remember the cover was very plain in that album.
No, it was like contoured. You could it was like bumps on it when you put your hand right across.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Well, maybe I bought the CD.
Maybe you bought the CD. Maybe that didn't have that.
It was that white, and it had the textured
It was like a
inlay.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a hand. Because Invisible Touch.
Right, yeah, no, I got it.
So now, why is that song called Throwing It All Away, besides the lyrics that make sense for it? Mike Weatherford was writing the lyrics for it, and it was originally going to be called Zephyr and Zeppo. And he realized that the music that the band came up with was way better than the lyrics. So he took the lyrics and threw them all away.
Ah.
And he came up with a whole...
I wonder if they should. I wonder if they ever recorded it just for ha-has.
I don't know. That's a good question.
It'd be cool to hear it.
Zephyr and Zeppo is not exactly a title that grabs you.
I understand that, but looking back on history and stuff, I know all the stuff that I've thrown away for footage and things like that over the years. I'd love to have back.
You haven't thrown anything of like footage of me, have you?
Probably.
You shouldn't. I mean, that could be a collector's item someday. You might want to hold on to that.
You can only hold on to so many terabytes.
I don't know. When I win the 2026 Tony
you know what?
Award,
If you buy me a hard drive, the external hard drive, I'll put your show on it every single week when you come in the previous week's show. You can have them all.
Wow, that would be kind of cool. I guess. Would I ever watch them?
I don't know. Probably not.
Some people can't watch and listen to themselves.
I do so much programming that I don't really watch anything after it's done.
My plays are the plays
occasionally.
The plays that I've done, right? You've got those though, right?
Somewhere.
Okay. All right.
Most of them, see, now that we've switched to YouTube, most of them are archived there, and I don't see YouTube going away anytime soon. So,
are my plays on YouTube?
I think the Golden Age of radio stuff. Yeah, I think it is.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'll have to look for them. Or you can give me a note where they are.
Westfield Community Programming on YouTube. Just look that up and you'll find us.
Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So now this song...
You are immortal.
I don't want to achieve immortality through my work. I want to achieve it by not dying. That would be my first wish.
Sorry, not going to happen.
So this next song's a sad song. It's about the aftermath of a romantic breakup. But the lyricist, Sylvia D., used the death of her father. This has happened a couple of times. Some of these songwriting people have used a death to sell. I mean, I think everyone's lost somebody important in their life through a death anyway, but I think, heartbreak is pretty much universal. Well, except for my sister Kim, who married the guy she fell in love with in grade school, and she doesn't know what it's like. That's why my sister could never really write a good song or, a good play. She never had her heart broken. I think you need that to be creative.
Okay. Some people will be creative with joy, not pain.
Yeah, but those are Hallmark movie channel. You don't want to watch those.
Those also make money.
They're all happy. Anyway,
they make money.
Anyway, so here's Skeeter Davis and The End of the World, 89.5 WSKB.
Why does the sun go on shining? Why does the sea rush to shore? Don't they know it's the end of the world? 'Cause you don't love me anymore. Why do the birds go on singing?
does my heart go on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Sun's still warm.
Golden Earring. Now, the guitarist of the band, George Koumans, wrote that he was inspired by the Bourne Identity. Now, you're saying, Michael, the math does not add up here. How could he be inspired by the Bourne Identity? That movie came out way after that song did.
Wasn't there a book?
It was a book, yes.
Yeah, wasn't there a book before that?
Yeah, he read the book, and he was inspired by that, and he imagined what the character would be going through, and he kind of wrote that song.
So they use the song in the movie?
I don't remember it being in the movie. Do you?
That'd be cool if they used it.
They should have.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen the whole Bourne Identity.
I've seen the first one and one of the sequels. I couldn't tell you if it was 2 or 3. I don't think I've seen every movie in the franchise. I think, isn't there one that doesn't even have
I don't know.
star in it?
I have no idea.
I don't know. But
I have no
yes,
idea.
so it's kind of cool when a book inspires you to write a song.
Sure.
So that's pretty cool. Golden Earring, in America, it looks kind of weird because there are 2-hit wonders. And there's they had 2 hits, that and Radar Love, and they're like 10 years apart. It's like, well, what the hell have you guys been doing? And back in Europe, they had lots of hits. So just, they weren't doing nothing. They were doing stuff. It just didn't really catch on here in America.
Didn't resonate in the U.S.
Yep, just those 2 songs did. And the damn fine 2 songs they were.
Yes.
It's a great song. We should play it more often. We'll play it next week. No.
Play the other song.
yeah, we should play Radar Love. I can't, every time Radar Love comes on the radio, which it did for me this week, I was driving, and did you ever see The Simpsons? You've seen The Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's an episode where Homer's singing along to the song, but he doesn't know the lyrics. He's like, I got some pizza, and I'm bringing it home. And I have to sing that lyric every time the song comes on.
I got you.
Yeah, so. I like when I tease songs. Do you like that?
Sure.
Do you enjoy being teased, Peter?
Well, I have the list, so I can't be teased.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the second song in the set. This absolutely amazes me, okay? This guy, he was sailing on his boat, and his boat broke down on an island in the Caribbean.
Okay.
And all these people were coming. He's like, oh, good, these people are coming to help me. No, they weren't. They beat him half to death.
Coming to loot the boat.
And when he was in the hospital recovering, he wrote this second song. So you might be surprised when you hear what he wrote. It's not the song I would write if a bunch of people killed me and left me to
left you for dead?
Left me for dead. It's not the song I would write.
Yeah,
but a little bit of a tease there. But this next song. Prior to the 1988 release of the song, it was used in a TV commercial for Michelob. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes.
Michelob
I do.
Yeah, they had a couple. They had the cool version of the slow version of Eric Clapton's After Midnight.
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of a cool version too. I like that. But critics at the time, they were kind of critical of Winwood for running a beer commercial, and he's like, I didn't. He's like, I came up with the album. The album was all set to go. And we were looking for sponsors for the tour. Michelob said that they would sponsor the tour, but they wanted to use one of the songs in a commercial.
Sure.
And he's like, well, all right, that makes sense. Promote the tour and promote your beer, and everyone's happy. And this is the song they picked. And he goes, I didn't write a beer commercial, people, okay? So
I wrote a song.
The first release from the song was Roll With It. And then after 6 weeks, they released the second one, and this was the song that they released. So we, as the world, we first heard it as a Michelob commercial. But it still was a pretty big hit. But yeah, he don't if you ever meet Steve Winwood, which I don't know if you're going to have the chance to, don't say, hey, see, you wrote a beer commercial. That doesn't make him happy. Here's Don't You Know What the Night Can Do, 89.5 WSKB.
Don't you know what
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Saturdays were made for polka. Tune in to the Polka Jammer Network starting at 6 a.m. and Polka Hall of Famer Billy Bellina, Breakfast at BB at 8:30.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
We get it almost every night. And when that moon gets so big and bright, it's supernatural delight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep things alive. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. We like our fun and we never fight. You can't dance and stay uptight. It's supernatural delight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody dancing in the Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep things alive. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and
Yes, as I teased earlier, that's King Harvest. But the guy who wrote the song, his boat broke down on a small island, and he thought people were going to help him, and they beat him, wrecked his boat, and left him to die. And as he was recovering in the hospital, he writes this happy little song.
Well, he made some of his money back.
I guess, but I think I would have written something closer to Blondie's One Way or Another. One way I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I think I would have, maybe I'm an angry person or maybe I'm a spiteful
You're an
person.
angry person, yes.
But I think I would have written more of a revenge song.
Gotcha.
But that's a pretty happy song for a guy that was beaten half to death. Don't you think?
Yeah, no, I got you. No,
Isn't that kind of surprising?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
You turn the other cheek.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
I wonder if he was finished. I wonder if that's the last time he went sailing. Maybe he didn't do that anymore.
I don't know.
We should get him on the show. See if we can get him on the show. Maybe tell us a little more about the story. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
All right, so God, I love this song. It's one of my karaoke songs. This next song, and in the song you'll hear Mick Jones, who's doing the lead vocals on this. our guest last week, Hillary, was talking about Mick Jones, the guy from The Clash, and his new band, Big Audio Dynamite. But this
it wasn't new. It was new in the 90s.
Right. Well, his band after he got thrown out of The Clash. But he's actually doing the vocals. And a lot of people speculated, because they knew that there was some turmoil in the band. Was this song actually about should he stay or should he go in the band? But no, things were, pretty happy when they were recording the song. In fact, you'll hear, you're familiar with this song, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a part where Mick Jones will say split in the song.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't, make a lot of sense. I guess he's saying, maybe he's going to split. Should I stay or should I go? But that's not what happened. When he went to record his vocals, some of the members of the band snuck back in the studio, and they wanted to scare him. But he saw him. So as he's recording his video, he saw them, and he said, split, to him. But he kind of did it, like, in rhythm.
Okay.
And when they're hearing it back, they're like, that sounds kind of good. We should leave that in there. And guess what? They did.
Okay.
So there's your story behind Split. Here's The Clash, 89.5 WSKB.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? If you say that you are mine, I'll be here till the end of time. So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. One day is fine and next is black. So if you want me off your back, well come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So come on and let me know. This indecision's bugging me. If you don't want me, set me free. Exactly whom I'm supposed to be. Don't you know which clothes even fit me? Come on and let me know. Should I cool it or should I blow? Split. Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So you gotta let me know. Should I cool it or should I blow? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So you gotta let me know. Should I stay or should I go?
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Oh, if I could build my whole world around you, darling, first I'd put heaven by your side. Pretty flowers would grow wherever you walked, honey, and over your head would be the bluest sky. Then I'd take every drop of rain and wash all your troubles away. I'd have the whole world wrapped up in you, darling, and that would be alright. Oh, yes, you will.
If I could build my whole world around you, I'd make your eyes the morning sun. I'd put so much love where there is sorrow. I'd put joy where there's never been none. Then I'd give my love to you, for you to keep for the rest of your life. Oh, and happiness would surely be ours, and that would be alright. Oh, yes, it would.
Oh, if I could build my whole world around you, I'd give you the greatest gift any woman could possess.
And I'd step into this world you created and give you true love and tenderness. And there'd be something new with every tomorrow to make this world better as days go by.
That is if I could build my whole world around you.
If I could build my whole world around you, and that would be alright. Oh, yeah.
If I could build my whole world around you.
If I could build my whole world around you, and that would be alright. Oh, yeah.
If I could just build my world, baby.
If I could build it all around you.
Gaye, Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Yeah, was a little late coming in there, huh? Was I early? Or are you distracted?
I'm responding to a
That's okay.
person.
It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, so Harvey Fuqua had co-written that song. Now, he gave Marvin Gaye his start in the music business, and he started a record label with his wife, Gwen, called Anna Records, and they had, a couple hits and everything, but he decided eventually to sell the business to Gwen's brother. Gwen's last name?
Don't know.
Gordy. Sold the record and everything to Barry Gordy, and Fuqua said, "You know what? What do I need this headache for?" He just became an executive at Motown, and he wrote some of the songs and took it easy. It was a lot easier than trying to run a whole record company.
There you go.
So it worked out pretty well for everybody involved.
For the entire history of music.
You know, it worked out pretty well too for the history of music.
What's that?
Now, normally when a band loses its lead singer, a very popular lead singer and the front man for the band that really gave you your signature sound, and vocally anyway, a lot of times most bands fall apart, and we were all very upset now
Because it was all the chemistry part.
Yeah, 1984. We were all thinking that everything, you didn't hear internet rumors as much as you'd hear now and everything. Well,
the internet really didn't exist,
all right,
except for
just
AOL.
saying, generally, rumors going around. But the boys in Van Halen were not getting along very well at all. And David Lee Roth left. He wanted to, he secretly was recording a solo album. And when he told the brothers, the Van Halen brothers, that he had done that, they were absolutely livid. And he's like, well, you know what? I'm out of here completely. I've had enough of this. So they were like, well, what do we do? And of course, we know that they, Eddie approached Patti Smythe. Damn it, I wish we'd gotten one album of that. But they thought about a couple people, and at the time, a lot of us were kind of scratching our heads that it was going to be Sammy Hagar. We're like, this doesn't really seem to make a lot of sense. But
I thought it made a lot of sense.
Okay, well, you were one of the few people then, I guess. I think
I thought because he had a style that actually fit one of the few styles that fit the band.
You know what's great was after the Sammy and the Van Halen brothers were done, there was apparently it was just a rumor. I thought it would have been great. Was we heard like Billy Squire might be the new guy. That would have been kind of cool because I like Billy Squire, but apparently I don't think there was any truth to that. I think that was just some music person just speculating like, hey, how about Billy Squire? And the next thing you know, there's a rumor going around. Hey, it's going to be maybe Billy Squire. But so Sammy wasn't completely sold on it either. He's like, well, all right, well, I'll meet with you guys and everything. And they said, well, this is some of the stuff they were working on. So the first song that we heard was Why Can't This Be Love?
Mhm.
And we all fell in love with it. We are like, okay, this might work. This is pretty cool. But this was actually the first song that they worked on, and this is what sold Sammy. Sammy Hagar was not sold. So they were playing this song, and he started improvising some lyrics. And by the end of the night, they had put together pretty much the basis of a song. And they're like, oh, so are you in? And he's like, I don't know. This was kind of fun, but I don't know. I got to think about it, guys. And pretty much he went home, and the next morning he called his agent and said, you know what? Let's make this happen. This is going to be kind of cool. So this technically was the first
Van Hagar song?
The Van Hagar song. Whether you want to, people say that lovingly or meanfully.
No, I think it describes the era. So Van Halen, Van Roth, if you want to, was the like the BC,
Mhm.
and Van Hagar was the AD.
So what was Gary Sharon?
He was the Stone Age.
Now, see, Gary Sharon, the third Van Halen lead singer, was a little bit of a surprise to people. But you know what? Because people remember Extreme. He was the lead singer of Extreme. They remember More Than Words. That was really their only hit. But they rocked. I mean, you remember Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Mhm.
The scene from the mall? Do You Want to Play?
Yep.
That was Gary Sharon. I mean, they were a rocking band. So it did kind of, it wasn't completely out of left field.
Mhm.
Why they didn't ask Patti Smythe again, I don't know, but that would have been cool there. But anyway, so this was the first, if you want to call it, the Van Hagar song. Here's Summer Nights, 89.5 WSKB.
Support for the community programming at WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley, with convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut. Visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardy siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love, a love that was so strong. And as I still walk on, I think of the things we've done together while our hearts were young. I'm a walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel a pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, I wonder why she ran away, and I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway, run, 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 run away. I'm a walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel a pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, I wonder why she ran away, and I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway, run, 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 run away, run, 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 run away.
Del Shannon. He was born.
Run away.
He was born Charles Westover, and he never really planned on being a singer or anything. He joined a band to be the rhythm guitarist, and the singer, and actually he was the leader of the band. It was his band. The band had a coup. They threw him out for always being drunk and late, and they said, we're never going to go anywhere with you. And they booted him out of his own band. So they changed the name of the band. They added, it says, all right, Charles, why don't you be in charge here now? And Charles and Charles, see what I did there? So he changed his name to Charlie Johnson, and they got discovered. But they were told, it's not going to work. And he's like, well, I got my friend here. He's a wrestler, Mark Shannon, and my favorite car is the Cadillac Coupe de Ville. I'll just be Del Shannon. I'll combine the two. Now, he had a great voice. I'm really surprised things didn't go better for him. Only one album. And then back in 1981, that album came out in 63, I think. In 1981, Tom Petty, who was a big fan of him, produced a second album, 1981. And about 9 years later, Del Shannon unfortunately shot himself in the head. So it's, lots of trouble there, but he's really a good, unique voice. He should have had more hits.
Okay.
Now, speaking of somebody who had a lot of hits, how about the Bee Gees? Now, the Bee Gees were turning out songs so fast and everything, and they were all becoming big hits for themselves and for other people that they were writing. And they said, you think our producer really listens to the songs, or do you think he just says, okay, that's fine, and just releases it? Let's find out. So they made a little bet with themselves. I bet you he does. I bet you he doesn't. So with this song, Love You Inside and Out, backwards and forwards with my heart hanging out.
Okay.
The first time they recorded it, they didn't say heart. Backwards and forwards with my hanging out. And they wanted to see if it would get noticed. It
Didn't.
did. It did.
Oh, it
got,
did?
It
Okay.
got noticed. they all had a very good laugh about it. But to me, I have trouble hearing the song without thinking of that other verse, that the lost verse. But they re-recorded it. They put heart back in it, and it became, I believe it was their last big hit before their last number one. Here is Love You Inside and Out, 89.5 WSKB.
Sweet lies don't give me no rise on what you're trying to do.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Way back when in '67, I was a dandy.
Steely Dan, but a guy who's dating a younger woman, a 19-year-old. Have you ever fallen for a 19-year-old?
No.
No, never in your life?
Nope.
I have twice. Fortunately, I was 19 and 24 at the time. Like, if I did it now, well, I would be in big trouble. But I couldn't do it now. There's no way.
You have nothing in common with a 19-year-old.
I mean, and I have friends who do like younger women, but I'm like, I don't like the guy in the song.
I think the gap is like 10 years.
She
That's
doesn't.
the most.
I'm happy with 5. My wife is 5 years. I think.
Yeah, no, 5's fine too. But
That's
I mean,
about my limit.
The gap is really 10 because it's generational at that point.
Unless she was rich, then I could put up with it, I suppose. But I'm guessing
You wouldn't be happy.
I'm guessing I wouldn't be happy.
No,
being
you wouldn't
rich.
be happy.
I'm guessing a 20-year-old rich girl would not be interested in me anyway. But
Wow, you claim you're adorable.
I am adorable, but I'm not the best catch out there. I'm thinking a millionaire 20-year-old could probably do better than me, maybe. So Steely Dan, you know why you don't hear too many Steely Dan remakes?
Why?
Well, they say it's because their songs are written kind of exclusively for themselves, and nobody else could probably pull it off. They said nobody's asked us, but that's probably the reason why. I don't know if I completely buy that explanation because people have taken songs and totally, really hurt them. I mean, they've at work we hear all the time. I hear this god awful song. They took the from the Four Seasons, "I Love You, Baby," and if it's quite all right, they just took that part from the song and they just sort of kind of made it the whole song, just that over and over again, and sort of electronic. I mean, you can take somebody else's song and change it, but I don't know.
Steely Dan had just a unique sound.
Yeah, and so I am not completely buying that. That's the complete explanation. But
Do you realize the
it's a fun
founding
theory.
members of Steely Dan played in a band with Chevy Chase?
Yes, I remember hearing that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In college.
So the story takes place, I guess, in the song, and they said 1967, and she was 19. So she's like 72 now. So she's not too young now.
There you go.
I mean, she might be too old.
You're in like Flynn.
Yeah. I don't think I'd want to date a 72-year-old either. Well, unless she was really.
Jeez,
really,
details with you.
Unless she was really, really rich, then maybe I could.
Details with you. You know.
I feel I put this on Facebook the other day, and a lot of people were commenting on it that I feel a little bit guilty, but I actually
Why?
had a pretty good 2020, and I feel funny about saying that, but 2020 was pretty good to me. I know that the world's a mess and everyone's miserable, but should I feel guilty?
No.
I mean,
You're a bright spot.
I worked. Work never stopped for me. I got a brand new car. I wrote 5 or 6 new plays. The blackjack's been going well. 2020 wasn't. So I feel bad about that. I mean,
Okay.
642-9039. Give me a buzz if you had a decent 2020, and if you feel guilty, we can change. We can change your voice. You got a voice changer there?
No.
Okay.
Well, then talk like this when you call in, and then nobody will know it's you.
No.
They used to hurt my throat to do that. Now, so I guess I've done permanent damage. That doesn't hurt anymore to do that.
Okay.
So this next song, surprise, surprise, you're going to think this song, you didn't know this song was a remake. You knew this big 80s hit, and you bopped along to it, and you didn't even know that it was a song from a long time ago. And the band who did it, they found the record, and they're like, hey, this is pretty cool. This would be kind of cool to record this, and they were working on it. They were working at the Abbey Road Studios, and Paul McCartney was there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, we're having a party. Why don't you guys come down? Don't work all night. Come down and have a party. And they went down there, and there was a lot of famous musicians, and they had a blast. And afterwards, they're like, this is great. Let's record the song. No, we can't. No, we're up. We're just met Paul. We hung out
Sir
with Paul McCartney
yeah.
and all these other musicians that were here. And my guess is Paul McCartney can put together a pretty good guest list at the party. So they recorded it, and the lead singer says it's the only song I've ever done in one take. He goes, I absolutely nailed it the first time. And
that's because they were loose.
They were pretty happy and inspired and
yeah.
And so you're gonna hear this song and you're gonna say, wow, I never knew this was a remake. Well, we're gonna play the original for you, okay? You're used to the Naked Eyes version that came out in 1983, I believe.
Sure, yeah.
But here's Lou Johnson doing the original. There's always something there to remind me. 89.5 WSKB.
city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me. I was born to love you, and I will never be free. You'll always be a part of me. Oh, 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 oh. When shadows fall, I pass the small cafe where we would dance at night. And I can't help recalling how it felt to kiss and hold you tight. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me. I was born to love you, and I will never be free. You'll always be a part of me. Whoa, 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 whoa. If you should find you miss the sweet and tender love we used to share, just come back to the places where we used to go, and I'll be there. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me. I was born to love you, and I will never be free. You'll always be a part of me. Never love another, baby. I never will forget you, baby. Oh, you'll always be a part of me.
The Prototype plays the 80s.
I walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take reminds me of just how we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you, girl? And there is always something there to remind me. Always something there to remind me. Shadows fall, I pass a small cafe where we would dance at night. And I can't help recalling how it felt to kiss and hold you tight. Oh, how can I forget you, girl, when there is always something there to remind me. Always something there to remind me. I was born to love her, and I will never be
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for ArtSpeed, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
to the last note there. Guns N' Roses, of course, where you had the snuck in the naked eyes. I think that worked. That worked out.
It was such a different song that you don't even think that they're the same song. That's why I had to play it, because I had a contrast in my own mind how different a song they were.
I could see that you couldn't notice the similarities. I mean, all
very
the words were the same.
Very few.
Just the style. I like both versions.
I do too. That's why I played both.
Yeah. Now, this song was written by Axl Rose for his girlfriend, who Erin Everly. It was the daughter of Don Everly of the Everly Brothers.
No kidding.
They dated for 4 years and they got married. Didn't work out so well. After 9 months, it was annulled.
The drugs kind of probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But hey, she got a
when
good...
Aerosmith goes up to Guns N' Roses to go, you were us 30, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You're not going to survive.
Yeah.
They actually told him that.
She got a good song out of it though.
Yeah.
Erin Everly. So I think that's interesting when music royalties sort of like cross paths.
Sure.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel, the show is almost over. So this song, it's significant because it was the last song that Smokey Robinson wrote and produced for the Temptations. He made a bet with Berry Gordy. Basically he made it with Norman Whitfield, that if this song did not meet the expected degree of success, then Whitfield's song Ain't Too Proud to Beg would get the next release, and Whitfield would take over basically the producing duties. It's a good song. Just fell short of expectations, I guess. And
okay.
Smokey Robinson said, that's fine. I got my own stuff I got to do, too, so, I don't have to babysit you guys anymore. But here's Get Ready by The Temptations, 89.5 WSKB.
.5 WSKB.
From the start
The Police. Now, of course, Sting had the title. He loved the title. And he didn't really want to rhyme tragic with magic, but he really couldn't come up with anything else that really rhymed with magic. And Stuart Copeland was like, he was actually trying to figure out how to put pelagic in it, which basically means ocean going. So Stuart Copeland's like, this was ridiculous. He goes, I'm wearing leather pants, I have a punk hairdo, and I'm debating the difference between river-going fish and ocean-going fish with Sting. And he's like, sometimes you can really overthink things.
Right.
And basically, after a while, they realized there was nothing else that was going to rhyme with magic except tragic, and that's the version we got, which I think is...
Run with it.
Yeah, I think basically it's better for everyone involved. Now, a band in Germany, they were having a little trouble finding success because pretty much, America and Britain were dominating the rock. What do you care about a rock band from Germany? And in Germany, they didn't really have trouble getting a following. So they came to America, and suddenly now they were exotic because now they're like foreigners who are like rocking. And that's when the Scorpions really started to take off once they came to America.
Okay.
And then, of course, they had worldwide fame after that. Once everyone realized that they really rocked. Scorpions were awesome.
Yeah, they were.
Here's No One Like You, 89.5 WSKB. Yeah, the Scorpions. Yeah, this was a good show. We got to save this one for a best of. I like this show.
Okay.
That's the show. We're done. I can't believe this. We're out of here. Have a happy and safe New Year's 2021 right around the corner. That's my pal and producer, Peter Cole. Say goodbye, Peter.
Goodbye, Peter.
I'm Michael Buster McMahon. Drink your milk, look both ways before crossing the street, and never, ever give up your dreams. We like to end the show with something kind of fun. This is Rolf Harris, and he offered the backing musicians, 4 of them, hey, I'll give you 10% of the royalties of the song. And they each said, no way. This song is just stupid. It's not going to go anywhere. Just give us like $50 each. So he's like, all right. Well, the song became an international hit and went to number 3 here in America. Whoops. Here's
Oopsie.
Tie Me Kangaroo Down, sport. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next year. Be safe out there. Love ya. Mwah.
There's an old Australian stockman lying, dying. And he gets himself up onto one elbow and he turns to his mates who are gathered round and he says, "Watch me wallabies feed, mate. Watch me wallabies feed. They're a dangerous breed, mate. So watch me wallabies feed. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Keep me cockatoo cool, curl. Keep me cockatoo cool. Oh, don't go acting the fool, curl. Just keep me cockatoo cool. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. And take me koala back, Jack. Take me koala back. He lives somewhere out on the track, Mac. So take me koala back. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. And mind me platypus duck, Bill. Mind me platypus duck. Oh, don't let him go running amok, Bill. Just mind me platypus duck. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Play your didgeridoo, blue. Play your didgeridoo. Like, keep playing till I shoot through, blue. Play your didgeridoo. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tan me hide when I'm dead, Fred. Tan me hide when I'm dead. So we tanned his hide when he died, Clyde, and that's it hanging on the shed. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down.